Good morning, folks. It's a late morning. Told you I had an easy day today. It's been 3 days of flat out, not just driving, working yesterday. In not ideal conditions, so I was happy for a lie-in this morning. Just had a shower at the Loves, and they didn't have the blueberry crumble, so I went for salted caramel mocha. It's alright. It's alright. It's not a blueberry crumble one. That shit is good. Anyway, so I'm at the Loves. I'm about half an hour away from my pickup last night with that horrible load. And basically the aim of the game today, I'm going to get back up to the border and cross over, park for the night. And then I've pretty much got all day tomorrow to rest and relax. Should get my 36 hours in actually. And then Monday morning I'm going to do the drop. So easy day today. I've just come out of Pennsylvania, and now this is New York State. I'm heading up north to Binghamton, and then heading up to Lansdowne, Thousand Island border crossing, 3 hours away. Basically, pretty much doing the same route I did coming down, but I'll veer off and head up to Thousand Island. The plan, and basically if I get up there tonight and I park tonight in Ottawa, I'm hoping on the way I'm going to have the opportunity to get some fishing bait, and then for Christmas Sammy bought me a new auger, an ice fishing auger to drill into the ice, and I've also treated myself to a new ice fishing rod. I'll show you that later on tonight because I need to put some line on it. So, if you've never seen an ice fishing rod, first time I seen them I thought it was a kid's rod, like a novelty kids fishing rod, but no, they are actually legit. Weighted to, I mean you can catch lake trout on them, they go up to 20-pound pike. Yeah, proper fishing rods, but they're about 3 foot long. they look funny when you first see them. But I've got one now, so I'm going to set it up, and then tomorrow I'm going to have a walk. It's about 2 hours walk from the truck stop. But I'll set off early in the morning. I'll walk to Ottawa River, and hopefully it's going to be frozen enough to go out on the ice and do some fishing on the Ottawa River. So yeah, that'll be really, really good. I hope I can get out there. Right, here's a question for you guys. I know some of you are truckers at the moment. Some of you are retired truckers. I want to ask you a question. Leave the answer in the comments. What material did you listen to? I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm kind of running out of the podcasts. Usually podcasts, they last ages, so I've not listened to all the podcasts that I listen to. So I listen to Joe Rogan, obviously, the Ricky Gervais podcast. It makes me it feels like home to me, that, because it's Carl Pilkington is roughly near where I'm from in the UK. Meat Eaters podcast, I like that, and the Trailer Park Boys podcast. So they're kind of the four that have kept me going for this past year. Has anyone got any recommendations for podcasts that you like to listen to? I'm into comedy, the outdoors, current events a bit. I guess Joe Rogan is good for current events. It was really interesting around the election, listening to his podcasts. So yeah, if you guys have got any recommendations of good podcasts that'll keep me going for a few weeks, let me know and give me some inspiration. Thank you. As you can see, the sun is starting to go down now. I'm still an hour and a half away from the border, and I've still not got my border crossing. The company has screwed up the customs, so you can send a customs invoice to the brokers at the border, and the customs states that I've got 36 packs on at 77 tons. The reality is I've got half of that. I've got 18 packs at 38.5 tons. So they've messed up. They basically sent in customs for double the load that I've got, and it's slowing up the confirmation to cross the border. So I'm waiting for that. I might have to pull up and phone dispatch, see what's happening with it. But I'm an hour and a half away. Once I get over the border, I've only got a short trip. I'm going to go get some fishing bait, hopefully before it closes. I might have to go Canadian Tire for that. And then I'm parking up somewhere in Ottawa, and then I can head down to the river tomorrow. Seems like every time I do a last little piece for camera saying, right, I'm on target to get to this place, flipping snow gets ridiculous. This is bad for everyone on the road. Crazy. You just pull right in front of me as well. What is the point? Right, idiot. Oh my god. Visibility is so poor as well. It looks better on the camera, than what I can actually see. I've got no one in front of me as well. I've got him in front of me now, but he's going to go in. When there's no cars there, I've nothing for a reference point. Andy's a happy bunny. I just pulled up then before the border. Said, any news on the clearance? I said, no, I think it looks like you're going to be staying there tonight. So I'm like, ah, no ice fishing in Ottawa. But as soon as I hung up the call, I got the nod. They got clearance through literally as I hung up. So, carrying on with the plan, I am off to Ottawa. This is the Thousand Island Bridge, heading over the border to Ontario. From here, I go along the St. Lawrence River. Head slightly further east. I can get to Brockville, and then I turn up and go into head up into Ottawa to find a decent parking location in Ottawa. No truck parking in that city at all. So I'll do my best. But clearance, so yeah, heading back into Canada. Well guys, I made it to Ottawa, and I've actually got a sneaky little spot on this petrol path. It's not actually a parking spot, but I'm out of the way to get to it, by the way. So I came round here and I went round the back of the building. Everything's all white, obviously. I don't think it's actually tarmac. I don't think it's actually like a car park or anything, because the snow is deep and I very nearly got stuck. I had to just keep reversing and then hammering forward, reversing, hammering forward. Diff locks on. But anyway, come around the back of it, parked up here, and I'm out of the way, so should be good for a reset. I've got all tomorrow off. I'm going to show you my fishing rod, and I'm going to actually spool it up with some line. So this is my here's my big rod that I've caught a few catfish on now. No pike yet. But here, this is why I thought they were like kids' rods. That's basically it. That's the end of it. But pretty nifty little rod, like $30 for rod and reel. And this is for ice fishing. So I'm going to spool that up tonight. I'm going to do some research. I need to get some bait tomorrow morning. And it's a 2-hour walk to the river, so action-packed day tomorrow. I'm going to try and do a video of the whole event, so you guys can watch me catch no fish and probably fall through the ice, because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Alright, there we go. I'm all packed for tomorrow. I just need to try and fit the auger in this as well. It does come in 2 pieces. I don't think it'll fit in though. Might just need to carry it, but it doesn't matter. Fishing rod is set up in the bag. Just hooked it to the side. As you can see, I've used the rest of my braid. It's not quite fully loaded, but near enough. And then I've got about 5 foot of fluorocarbon as a leader. 8 pound fluorocarbon. So that's what I'm taking fishing tomorrow. Trusty with Sport Zipper Fox. Cracking bag this, I've had it years. Right guys, that's it. Yeah, happy I made it into Ottawa. It was touch and go for a second with that border clearance. So I'm very lucky that I've got through. And I'm really lucky I found a parking spot in Ottawa, because there is no truck stops around the city. And this one isn't even on my Garmin. I use my phone to find this. And as you can see, it's not the biggest truck stop. There's no real amenities. I don't think there's anything in there either, but I don't care. It's parking. So I'm gonna lock up, get my tea on, my dinner, and hopefully after a good sleep I'll be able to crack on tomorrow. And we'll go for a walk down to the river. Hopefully it's frozen. It might be a wasted a wasted morning just walking about, but gotta try. So I need to get some bait. 2 hours walk down to the river and hopefully do a bit of ice fishing. So join me tomorrow when I'm gonna be cold and wet probably. Night guys.